Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Marhaba.
はじめまして、皆さん元気ですか？私は元気です。元気ですから始めましょう。
Bonjour, comment ça va?
안녕하세요 여러분, 잘 지냈죠? 저는 잘 지냈지. 새해 복 많이 받으세요 lahat. Kamusta kayo?
Hi, hello, friends, classmates, family. How are you? Welcome to our third episode. This is Zarah.
This is Angel.
And we are the IR Buddies. Hello. We are live. Yes, we are live. Okay. Hi, Angel. Kumusta?
Hi Ate Za. Hello everyone who's watching right now. So how are you, Ate Za?
Don't ask about it. I have many things to say, but no.
Yeah.
Above all, many things. I am happy. I am excited for today's episode, and yeah, I can't wait for us to get this started.
Yes, IR buddies, diba? We told our audience, our viewers, now we will do live every month, one episode per month. But why is that after 4 days of our second episode, we are conducting this live? Bakit nga ba, Ate Za? Can you tell us more about it?
Bakit nga ba? Well, bumabawi tayo kasi nung April hindi talaga tayo
Yun talaga yung reason.
nag-live. Charot. Pero, no, this is also a special episode, di ba?
Yes. And this has something to do with our very first episode, Ate Za, which is a global issue that turns everyone. And ito ang topic na climate change. So at the end of the discussion, me and Ate Za, we will be able to answer the question, why is climate change not a trend? And ayun, Ate Za, before we hop onto the discussion, kamustahin muna natin ang isa't isa as IR buddies because this module 3 has been very hectic so far, di ba?
Very.
Like, we have 3 subjects and me personally, bago kita tanungin, share ko muna yung saloobin ko. Me personally, 2 classes appointed me as a BDL or a president of the class. So it's really a weight on my shoulder. It's another responsibility. So ikaw ba, Ate Za, how's your third modules going so far?
Well, at first it was rough kasi so di ba nag-change na yung schedule natin and I'm in a different time zone, di ba? And yung pinakamaaga nating class is 9 a.m. which is 4 a.m. here in Saudi. So, ayun, medyo nagka-colds ako for the last week. But, alhamdulillah, I'm recovering right now and nakakapag-adjust na ngayon sa schedule. And medyo, I have other things also na iniisip after this live. But ito man ang focus natin. So yeah, everything is going well so far despite everything. I still choose to be thankful and I still choose to look on the good and positive things.
At ayan, bago natin i-share yung mga ginawa natin, like what we did after our very first episode, gusto ko munang i-shoutout ang ating ever consistent friends like Cedric, Karen, Marian, like everyone who's watching right now, Mariel, and our blockmates, and to the students of Miss Angel. So please listen carefully because this will be a very fruitful discussion. Me and Ate Za, we will be sharing in an informed manner and as well as in a research manner. So ayan, without further ado, Ate Za, let's hop onto the first slide or onto the first part of our discussion. What we did after episode 1.
Okay, so ayun nga po, Angel and I talked about things. We talked about ways to help, diba? And then, ayun, I did apply some of the things that we did. So, first things first is sa akin, one of the things that we mentioned is yung paggamit ng search engines that are useful, that are helpful sa ating environment. And specifically nga, yun yung Eco Asia. So, Eco Asia, sa bawat search engine, um, nagpa-plant ng tree. So, ayun yung ginagamit ko ngayon. But, sometimes, I still hop back sa Google kasi unsatisfied ako sa results minsan. Pero, yeah, I do my best to use Echo Asia as my main search engine. And then,
that's actually nice.
Yes.
And I believe there's a PowerPoint flashing on our viewer screen. Tama ba?
Meron ngayon. Medyo delayed lang. Pero, nakikita na nila yan. And then another thing that I do is yung paggamit ko ng water bottle. Hindi water bottle, hindi plastic. I have my own water bottle because I like to drink a lot of water in one day. So, kaysa naman, di ba, puro plastic bottle, tapos tatapon na lang, meron akong this specific water bottle every day because, I like to drink water and then it's also sustainable. And then, I just try my best to keep in mind yung pag-reduce ng wastes and to be sustainable as possible as I can. Ikaw, Angel.
We are all for sustainability, right, Ate Za? Ayan, after ng slide ni Ate Za, ipapakita naman yung slide ko. So first, ayan, so yung mga friends ko, malilik konti ng, very slight lang yung aming group chat. So ako personally, because after this viral climate change issue or global warming issue, I really searched for little ways, for ways na we could actually help. And I found out na deleting emails actually help. Ate Za, kalain mo yun? So after knowing that, I really urge everyone around me to delete their emails. Because in that little ways, we could, somehow, yung database natin, somehow, magko-cool down. Kasi kapag hindi mo binabasa yung mga emails, may iinit yan sa ating database. That's why by deleting it, so yan, makikita nyo sa aming GC, sa aming group chat, like I'm urging everyone, like Marian and Karen said, to delete their emails. At next to the list is our family investing to solar panel or renewable energy. So, kasi nga, sa first episode namin ni Ate Za, we talk about renewable energy, which is brought by Ate Za. Siya yung nag-bring up ng topic. So, after that, I really asked my dad if it's possible if he could invest in a solar panel, and which is he did. So, he invested in a solar panel, so it's a renewable energy. And, ayan, Ate Za, before anything else, I would like to say na I'm proud of us because we are true to our words and we practice what we preach. Di ba, Ate Za?
Well, we try our best, di ba? Kasi, walk the talk as possible, di ba?
Yes. Practice what you preach. And that's what we are doing. And Ate Za, before we hop onto another part of our discussion, I would just like to promote na there's this solar company named Reuse. So I think it will be flashed on screen. So if you guys have any questions regarding renewable energy or like solar panels, if you want, the PPTs to be sent to you, just comment down below and I'll send it to you. Okay?
Ayan. So, may not sponsored though. Charot.
Yeah, this is not sponsored. I would just like to share na there are companies, Ate Za, na talagang ini-implement na yung renewable energy in the country. Because, di ba, it's nice. Because knowing na Philippines is not that advanced, it's not that mobilized, di ba, when it comes to new technology. But, I just want to share na there are companies na investing in solar panels, renewable energy. So, feel free to search it out. So, ano bang next part ng ating discussion, Ate Za?
Okay, so, bago natin i-present yung points natin, bakit nga ba ulit tayo nandito para pag-usapan ang climate? 'Di ba? So, how urgent is it ba talaga? How important, how alarming is it? Personally, ayun nga na-mention nga rin namin nung first episode. Even middle school, andun na yung pag-advocate, pagpo-promote ng pag-iingat sa environment, and then yung about climate change. And until now, the problem is still there. And the thing is, the problems about climate change are getting worse. Okay?
And yeah, and yung sinabi nga natin during our first episode ata sa, di ba, na climate change, this is an undying topic because ever since kindergarten, di ba, Ate Za, like during events, during special gatherings, we tackle about climate change. So ngayon, bakit up until now, it's still a topic na we discuss. So because recently, as Ate Zarah have mentioned, there's this group of scientists across the globe who held a protest/demonstration. So, can you tell us more about it, Ate Za? I believe may nagpa-flash sa screen nyo para ma-visualize nyo yung mga nangyari during that time. Sige, Ate Za, tell us more about the protest that happened.
Okay. So, thank you, Angel. Ayun nga, so around 2 to 3 months ago, there's a group of scientists na nag-protest globally together with other advocates for climate justice. So they protested globally. They really set this day to protest globally ng sabay-sabay for the recent report ng IPCC. So IPCC is under United Nations, who is really in charge about climate change reports. So ayun, they protested about the problems that we are facing right now sa climate change. And then they also demonstrated yung mga possible things that can happen in the future kung patuloy nating gagawin yung mga bad human practices. And then, I assume some of you have seen it online, especially TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, yung may mga scientists na they threw fake blood sa government institution.
This is in Spain. I heard about that, Ate Za. Diba? Like, the fact na magtuthrow ka ng blood just to draw attention, because like they are hopeless na, they are being at its peak na, kumbaga, talagang gusto na nila ng attention around the world. And eto nga, Ate Za, next slide, mapapakita natin na there are scientists sticking their hands dun sa isang department of like energy bank just because they want, like parang they stick study papers about climate change. Ayun na yun, di ba? Nakikita natin ngayon, like it's really a chaotic scenario.
So yeah, even bakit nga ba ganon na lamang grabe yung way ng pagpo-protest nila 2 to 3 months ago. And then, ay nga to add also on specific actions that they did to really grab the attention of the people, especially the government and the big firms. To add to that, they also, in LA, I think, yung American scientists, di ba, they chained themselves in this big investing firm. I think it's called the JP Morgan, because the JP Morgan is the biggest investor when it comes to burning fossil fuels, which is a major problem sa climate ngayon. It is the biggest contributor sa problem ng climate change ngayon, ang pag-burn ng fossil fuel. So, and then, di ba sa comments, may mga nagsabi, ang OA naman, grabe, bakit ganon, di ba? And then, the police came and said, they're doing civil disobedience, di ba, Angel?
Yes, and the police, accused them of this civil disobedience kasi yun nga, sabi nga natin that they're throwing fake bloods, they are causing chaotic scenarios. Kumbaga, dinidikit nila yung mga kamay nila, like they cop themselves like in front of a department sa America. Just, dinidikit din nila yung mga study papers nila. And for me, I believe the police told them, or the police accused them na they are overreacting and that they are just causing a chaos dito sa mundo natin. And ikaw ba, Ate Za, what's your point of view on this one? Because ako talaga, like, I was really hurt upon seeing yung scenario na yun, na talagang ina-arresto sila. Talagang they were really arrested. Kung baga makikita nyo sa screen nyo, guys, they are really arrested. And ikaw, ano ba yung mafe-feel mo, Ate Za? If imagine mo yung sarili mo as a scientist, diba? And you study science all your life, what would you feel about that? And then you're just delivering the message from your studies. Kasi if ikaw lang mag-isa, pwede ko pang, like, one scientist lang, pwede mo pang i-accuse na he's just being weird or she is just being weird. But no, it's scientists across the globe in different parts of the world. Meaning, they had this coalition just to deliver the message. So my question now to you, Ate Za, what is your opinion about this? Because, di ba, pinag-aralan nila to all throughout their lives. And tapos, suddenly, dineliver lang nila yung message, i-arresto mo sila. So what can you say about it?
Thank you for your wonderful question, Charing. Okay, so, unang-una, police arresting protesters and ano to, yung mga nag-a-advocate. It is not a new thing. But it is indeed sad. Now, another next point is kung ako yung scientist, 'di ba? I'm part of those group of scientists. Because I know, I studied. I learned how to come up with data. I learned how to observe things. And then, tapos you will just say na, you will accuse me of things na, it is not true, diba? And then, the thing is, diba, us people, we want facts. When it comes to many things, we want facts. We want scientific evidences. And now that I am presenting you, I am telling you of the possible harms and dangers.
Delivering the message.
Exactly.
With evidence.
Exactly, diba? And many of those problems is nakikita natin and na-experience natin. Bakit ngayon pa kayo hindi naniniwala? Parang, if there's a better word for betrayed. Kasi alam mo yon, umaasa kayo sa mga scientists on facts and scientific evidences on many things. And then, ayun nga, now that we are presenting, talking about it, ngayon pa tayo nagka-clash. Ngayon pa kayo hindi naniniwala. So, ayun, that's what I would feel.
And again, me and Ataza already stated that they are scientists for a reason. And now, guys, I want to hear some of your opinions, some of your thoughts. Please write it down below sa ating comment section so that Ataza and me will be able to read it. And malay nyo, we will be able to read it here during our live. So, ayan, Ataza, refresh muna tayo. Before we hop onto the next part of our discussion, disclaimer lang na me and Ataza, we are not in a field of science. Nor we are scientists. No, we are not. We are just normal citizens. We are just students, studying facts, studying data. We believe, and now we are advocating for it. And now, to refresh our minds, I am about to discuss the basic concept of climate change. So, here in our next slide, we will be discussing bakit nga ba nagpo-protest na yung mga scientists. And as we have said, kasi during this year, like during the IPCC report, this year's IPCC report is like, it's parang siya na yung nasa peak. Kumbaga, ito yung parang pinaka-nag-cause, parang pinaka-alarming na for our scientists because nandun na tayo sa peak. Kumbaga, makikita niyo yung data mamaya. And ayan, so this is the basic concept of climate change. First, we actually have this thing called greenhouse gases. So before, actually, greenhouse gases is recommendable. It's actually something na we need sa Earth natin to be able to live, for our Earth to be habitable. Because at nature, our Earth is so cold. Kumbaga, it's at its temperature na hindi livable. So because of these greenhouse gases na nagsastock sa atmosphere natin, nasusustain na parang, kumbaga, ginajakietan tayo. Like, parang we are wearing jacket for us to be able to continue our lives. Kumbaga, para bearable yung lamig. So, ganun yung ginagawa ng greenhouse gases. Pero, ayun nga, as time goes by, makikita niyo sa next slide, as time goes by, industrialization, makikita niyo yung statistic, makikita niyo yung parang, how do I say it? Yung parang level of
yung
carbon
trend.
Level of carbon dioxide. Tingnan nyo, during 2020, I believe, kumbaga nasa peak na siya. Kumbaga after industrialization. Ito, nung ano pa to, we discussed this sa POC natin, Ate Za. So after the industrial revolution, dun na nagkaroon tayo ng mga human activities, kumbaga yung mga factories, we had different inventions, different technologies na talagang nag-emit ng carbon emissions. And that, Ate Za, is bad for our planet. And yan, next slide natin. I have this simple poster about fossil fuels. At ito naman, ang pinaka-main reason why the scientists are protesting, and to be specific about fossil fuel, yung mga companies na nag-i-invest sa fossil fuels, yun talaga yung target nila. Because scientifically, fossil fuels are the main contributor sa ating climate change. Kasi ang fossil fuels, ayan, kung nakikita nyo sa ating poster, makikita nyo na fossil fuels, nasa underground siya for around hundreds of years ago. So hundreds of years ago, nakahuka yan sa ating lupa. And kapag sinunog mo yan, meaning kasi, so nandun yan sa lupa, so there are a lot of carbon dioxide inside of it. So when we burn those, dun yung time na, di ba, we already have existing greenhouse gases sa atmosphere natin. And kapag binurn mo pa yon, mag-triple, quadruple, and whatever term, mag-triple, quadruple yung carbon dioxide sa atmosphere natin, which is very, very alarming na, Ate Za. Because we are already, kumbaga, nasa cliff hole na tayo. Tapos parang ibubus mo pa with this, Kaya yun yung inaano ng mga scientists. Why are you guys signing policies? Why are you guys financing this manufacturing projects? Why are you still doing this? Kasi pinresent na nga nila yung IPCC report, but why are you guys still preparing to burn more fossil fuels? And yun, kaya if makikita nyo, di ba, sa kanina, yung parang pinaka-banner nila, stop burning fossil fuels. At ayan, I hope na may natutunan kayo dito sa basic poster natin. And ikaw ba, Ate Za, like, what is your, like, from your own point of view, like, di ba, like, this as simple, kumbaga pag in-explain sa'yo, simple lang, no? Ang simple lang pakinggan na, wag ka na mag-burn ng fossil fuels. But why do you think firms, even the government, still signing policies, still not doing any policies about it, and still allowing this big, manufacturers, big companies, to conduct such operations? Sige, Ate Za, I want to hear about it. At alam ko, inline yan sa capitalism.
Alam ba, pinangunahan mo ko. Pero,
sige, go ahead.
The thing is, capitalism, them being a firm, syempre, business, ano ba talaga ang, goal nila? Ano ang gusto nila? Profit, more money, and even governments. Ayun nga, di ba, nagpa-partner ang governments, big firms, di ba, for these things, because they are thinking, okay, for the development, for, more advancements. Pero ayun nga di ba, isa nga sa predictions ng mga scientists na to, ang mundo daw is 3 to 5 years na lang. So,
yes.
Ano pang sense nung patuloy na paggagawa nito for profit, for capitalism, kung wala nang future na makikita, wala nang malinaw na future, wala nang magandang future na makikita. So, ayun, I guess it all goes down to personal interests, 'di ba?
Yeah.
Yun naman talaga They have the money No one can stop them. They have ways.
Yeah, exactly.
And unfortunately, us, yung katulad nating mga bansa, di ba, developing countries, something like that, we don't have much resources. We don't have much budget to protect ourselves from the effects ng mga big companies, ng mga leading governments, di ba?
Yeah. Mapapakita yan mamaya, Ate Za. There's a slide sa ating PowerPoint na mapapakita yung industrialization tsaka yung basic concept na makikita din yung mga greenhouse gases sa ating atmosphere. Sige, next mo lang, Ate Za. And doon na tayo sa target data na nirelease ng IPCC. So, makikita natin we are now down to the consequences, Ate Za, from what you have mentioned. Diba? Sabi mo nga,
Okay.
Philippines is not as advanced as others. Philippines is not as well developed as others, as other first world countries. Ngayon, makikita mo yung mga consequences ng climate change. First, doon na tayo sa slide ng consequences, Ate Za. First, makikita mo, of course, global warming from the word itself, extreme warming of the of the earth. Kumbaga, pag-init ng mundo na hindi na kaya ng mga tao, na it's not bearable anymore. So kumbaga, if it's already hot, what else can we do? Like, where else can we hide, diba, Ate Za? Do you think aircons could protect us from the heat? No. Because this global warming will surely brought us drought, and makikita nyo yung mga lupa from your screen, makikita nyo tagpi-tagpi because sobrang init. And aside from that, Ate Za, another point of, another information. So far, we already increased in degrees Celsius.
Mm-hmm.
We already increased in degrees Celsius. So kumbaga, ano na?
Painit ng painit kasi pataas ng pataas, 'di ba? So, ayan. Angel, medyo naputol siya. But to continue as what Angel is saying, kasi meron pong average, merong ideal temperature ang mundo according to scientists to maintain yung good, yung appropriate one na kung saan masasabi natin uninhabitable. Yung kung saan pwede kayong you can live sa ating world ng maayos. Okay? And then, ayun nga, unfortunately, because due to our bad human activities and such things, tumataas po itong temperature na ito. That's why, hence, global warming. Ayan, Angel, nagbabalik ka na ba?
At ayun, so narinig ba yung sinabi ko na yung half of our earth is already burning? Kumbaga nakikita nila sa screen nila yan, di ba? I believe that.
Yes.
And yung ecosystem natin, kumbaga yung mga animals, their habitats are no longer livable. Kaya di ba, a lot of our animals, a lot of our living species, they are now, what do you call that, Ate Za? They are now
endangered.
Yung kumbaga, there are a lot of species in our planet na endangered. So next slide, Ate Za, ito naman yung sinasabi mo kanina. Ito yung sinabi ng mga scientists na in 3 to 5 years, extreme weathers are about to come. Because if magpatuloy nga, yung mga weathers na yan, kumbaga, kumbaga parang domino effect yan. Sunod-sunod yan. At kasama dito yung mga weathers natin. Pansinin mo, Ate Za, dito lang sa Philippines, 'di ba? Different typhoons, different hurricanes, and a lot more other calamities, 'di ba, nangyayari sa atin. Ayun na 'yun. Like pahiwatig na 'yun ng climate change. At ayan sa slide makikita nyo na there are hurricanes, there are storms, and last but not the least is yung flooding. Kasi ito I-explain ko sa inyo, guys, ha. Like if the earth continues to warm, then yung world's ice natin, yung icebergs, kumbaga yung world's ice natin, mga glaciers, matutunaw yan. So kapag natunaw yan, yung sea level ng world, kasi if you guys don't know, ang oceans, ang ating mga oceans sa mundo, connected yan. Lahat yan magkaka-connect. There's
Science.
Parang there's no human invention na maghahati sa ocean natin. Hindi. We are all connected. 'Di ba Pangea nga daw tayo if you guys are listening to your science subject? 'Di ba Pangea nga tayo, meaning we are all connected. It's just that the lands collided, separated, but we are all connected. So ganun yung ocean, we are all connected. So kapag yung world's ice natin matunaw, yung sea level natin tataas. At ito na, Ate Za, ito na ang pinaka-threat sa ating bansa. Next slide, Ate Za. Makikita nyo yung mga places, different parts of the Philippines, nalulubog na. Kumbaga magsa-subside na. Because yung sea level tataas nga, and these places or these parts of the Philippines, hindi sila ganun kataas. Because sabi mo nga, Ate Za, we are not developed country. So, hindi nag-invest yung government natin sa pagpapataas sa kanila. So, kapag nagpatuloy to by 2025 or by 2030 na sinabi ng Climate Change Commission, So we are speaking from informed manner, guys. This is not our opinion. So sabi ng Climate Change Commission in the country, by 2030, lulubog na to. Itong mga places na to. Ayan, makikita nyo, Bicol, Samar, Surigao, Davao. So meron din tayo sa Metro Manila, Pasay, Maynila, Parañaque. So imagine guys, if yung bahay nyo nandyan, diba, isn't it urgent enough for you guys to take actions to vocally express, diba, yung urging matter na to? Ayan, nakikita nyo, diba, sobrang, how do I say it, sobrang overwhelming knowing na these places. Kasi ako, taga-Pasay ako, Ate Za. So, parang, taga-Pasay ako, so,
nakaka-worry talaga.
Diba, seeing this na kasama sa parts na pwedeng lumubog, it's really worrying.
Yes.
And, ayan,
and knowing this, it's not just fictionary threats, but ayun nga, it is possible. We already know that some glaciers are already melting. So, kung patuloy nga talaga iyon, soon enough, pwede mangyari nga po yung pagbawas ng mga land masses, 'di ba? So,
yeah, exactly.
Yes, ito yung effects. Ito yung hindi tayo tinatakot ng mga scientists, hindi tayo tinatakot ng mga possible predictions na ito. But yeah, because they can happen, 'di ba? So, it is a big warning. That's why ganun na lamang po ka-alarming ang problem ng climate change. That's why climate change, 'di ba, is not a trend, 'di ba? So, ngayon, just like what we had nung first episode, knowing these things, what can we do? What can we do? 'Di ba?
And ayan. Next to
How
our
can we help?
slide, Ate Za. So this part of our discussion, this will be very interactive, I believe, Ate Za, 'di ba? Because we will be discussing the ways we could actually help. And from the first part of our discussion, we already shared, di ba, yung mga ginawa namin after our first episode. So, by the way, if hindi nyo pa napapanood yun, it's uploaded, like it's available sa ating YouTube channel. You guys could check that out. That's our very first episode. So, we shared the ways we could actually help. Ngayon naman, Ate Za, we will be asking our audience. We will be asking,
yes,
di ba, yung mga live viewers natin ngayon. Ano sa tingin nyo? What are the ways na you guys could actually help? Like, aside from we have mentioned namin ni Ate Za. Ayan, magbabasa kami ngayon ni Ate Za sa ating comment section.
Okay. So,
and ito, may nabasa na ako, Ate Za.
Talaga?
From Jan. Yeah, from
sige,
Jan.
go.
I'm from Pasay and it's really very alarming though. Yung area na malulubog is medyo malayo sa amin. Still, ang daming maapektuhan if hindi pa tayo kumilos ngayon. 'Di ba? Nag-agree siya sa statement ko kanina. So, it's ikaw na, like, from you na taga Pasay, di ba? It's something na talagang alarming.
Okay, and,
sige, ikaw naman, Ate Za. Salitan tayo.
Okay, sabi ni Reynaldo Jr., really wish that government put this issue on the line and raise awareness, not just once, but maybe a lot of this to give information in seeking to prevent these changes. Now, to add to that, ito yung reason. That's why nung 2 to 3 months ago, when Scientist Rebellion, yung representatives nila globally, ang target nilang mga places nung time na yon were government institutions and big firms. Bakit? Kasi, so sabi sa statement, isa sa statements ng Scientist Rebellion sa page nila, they have a page, they are really active on social media. There's a part that they said na individual efforts are not enough. We need to really make big, we need to shake those in authority, in position. Kasi nga, what they do compared to us individuals is exponential yung effects nung mga ginagawa nila, nung governments and big firms, 'di ba? So,
exactly.
Yeah.
And ito may nabasa ko. Sabi ni Tomato Sauce, I think this is Gyro. Promote the use of renewable energy. So ayun nga, 'di ba? lessen the carbon emission. Sabi to ni Jairo from him himself. So, di ba, it's just a simple sentence, but what it could actually does to our planet, it's really beneficial. It's really helpful. So, what else? Ano pa yung pwede natin gawin? Ways we could actually help? And ito, from Luis Estipona. As a student, we can save the earth by advocating for environmental activism, where we can use our voices not only physically but through social media as well, because we can provide insights critically. And ito na, papasok na yung misunderstanding natin last time, Ate Za. So can you tell us about it?
We want to take this opportunity. Kasi nung first episode namin, hindi kami nag-meet ni Angel sa middle. Ayun nga, when I opened about yung statement ng Scientist Rebellion, which I just said just now, ayun nga na, when yung about sa individual efforts. But what Angel thought is that, what I'm saying is, parang wala naman ng purpose, wala ng sense din yung individual efforts. Kasi nga, exponential yung nagagawa ng big firms and governments. However, dapat, though it's not enough, we should continue. Why? Because of the influence that we can give off if we will continue to do what we are trying to do for our environment. I remember, I have a friend na in his simple way lang. One time we were outside, and then, ayun, it's been a while since we have seen each other, And then, kumain kami, and then, nag-order kami ng food sa fast food.
Yeah.
And then, he brought out his own utensils. That is, I think, made of bamboo. It's made in the Philippines. So, meron siyang set, and I was like, you bring that everywhere? And sabi niya, oo. Because he also attended a youth camp before, and yun yung isa sa mga greatest lessons, yun yung isa sa mga greatest impacts na nakuha niya, yung about sa environment nga. And just through that simple individual effort of his, na-move ako na, oo nga, no, I can also do that. It is really sustainable. I was really amazed. I was really impressed. Above all, I was challenged. So, ayun, individual effort really is powerful. Basta maintain lang, and we will just continue to do it, di ba, Angel?
And that's actually our purpose here today, because we are promoting climate activism. Like, if you want to be an activist, why not for climate? Why not for our planet? And gusto kong idagdag yung misunderstanding namin ni Ate Za, di ba? Sabi niya inadequate na daw individual action, yun yung pagkakaano ko. But upon hearing, her explanation, I also realized na yung individual participation, it actually influences, it actually demands, it actually advocates. So imagine if individual participation, magkakaroon na yan magkakaroon ng collective actions.
Yes.
And collective actions, Ate Za, collective actions result to significant result. I mean, collective action result to significant effect.
Ayun.
So, ayan.
Sabi nga ni Alexandra, small efforts are still efforts, di ba?
Yeah. And imagine if those small efforts, lahat tayo gumawa nun, then it will be a group of efforts. It will be a collective efforts. And as I've said, it will result to a significant effect. It will result to a significant data sa ating mga IPCC reports. At
now,
ayan,
Angel,
should we read more? Sige, Ate Za.
Meron ka ba?
Wala na.
Wala na. Okay, sige. Ako, I want to add something on ways that we could do to actually help our environment and ways that we could do for climate justice. Kasi nga, since most of us are, college students, ang viewers natin ngayon, and, many of us are students, all of us belong in a community, di ba? So, one of the ways that we could actually do is promote habits, or anong term doon, yung something that is for the community, that is for our organization, that is that will help our environment. So, ayun, from from individual efforts, why not let's also promote group efforts? So, ayun lang, just something to keep in mind.
Yeah, exactly. And gusto ko ngang idagdag yung sinabi ng UN Secretary General. This will be very catastrophic. So what do we mean by very catastrophic? Meaning it's very destructive. Not just for our planet, but also our lives. Diba, saan nga ba tayo tumitira? Diba sa planet? So, it's also our lives na threaten. At ayan, Ate Za, should we read more comments or should we hop on to the next part? What do you think?
Okay. Ang interesting actually ng mga comments. You know,
yes.
Others share personal stories, others share encouragement din sa lahat na nandirito ngayon. So, we just want to, kay Riza Bontog, by starting using reduce, reuse, and recycle that correctly, we can still save our Mother Earth. Let the earth breathe and start using natural ways. So, itong reduce, reuse, recycle policy promotion, we always hear this, di ba? Now, it's all about, pag-maintain. Di ba?
Yes.
You know, many people in the Philippines, meron tayong mga trash cans, di ba, ng recyclables and non-recyclables. However, kung titignan mo yung loob ng trash can, mix ang mga bagay-bagay.
It's also discipline.
Exactly. So what I want to say in this part, even though na others are not doing it, do it when you can. Do it.
Yes.
Especially that you know the truth, that you know something, diba? So
upon hearing sa
effort.
sinabi mo, Ate Za, there's this thing comes to mind ngayon lang. Now, we already have existing policies. We already have existing rules and regulations na regards sa climate change. Now, ano na lang ang kailangan? Ang kailangan na lang natin is to properly enforce it, to properly observe it, to properly do it, like in a sustainable manner. So, ayan, I believe we should now go back at the I believe the BGM.
Yes.
Yeah, let's go back to the very title of our live video for today, which is, why is climate change not a trend? Ate Za, I want to ask you first, why do you think climate change is not a trend?
Okay. I prepared for this.
Wait. Before you answer that, tanungin din natin sa ating mga viewers.
Sige.
Guys, why is climate change not a trend? Comment down below and we will read it after this live. Okay, back to you, Ate Za.
Okay. Wait lang. Nakaka-challenge sagutin to. Okay, I'll try. In 3, 2, 1. Okay, why is climate change not a trend? So, you know how many things are interconnected in this world. So, di ba? Let's say sa health, we try to maintain our health every day.
Yeah.
And then when it comes to dreams and ambitions, we have these things, diba? And then now kung yung environment natin, yung surroundings natin is nagde-deteriorate, diba?
Yeah.
Going in retrospect to ambitions and dreams, saan na lang yung place, where will be the place na kung saan pwedeng mong makita na mag-manifest yung dreams and ambitions mo? And then, now with the health, that is something we try to do daily, and with other things. It is also the same with our environment, with climate. It is an everyday, daily matter. It is something that we have been dealing from generations to generations. So it is not a trend. It is a daily thing. it is part of our life. It is part of our existence. Our life and the environment that we are in, these, I can say, are interconnected. Diba? Kasi kung yung life natin dito sa surrounding natin, dito natin nakikita yung sarili natin, dito natin nakikita yung dreams and ambitions come to life, 'di ba? So, kung hindi natin iingatan ng paligid natin, paano na yung future natin? Paano na yung aspirations and dreams natin? And then, paano na yung generations to come? Diba?
Yeah,
so, it is not a trend. So, ayun. I guess, nakuha nyo ba? Sana nakuha nyo?
I think they're getting what you want to say. Like, you're being sentimental.
Yes. Ayun. There's a deep thing about this thing. Kasi, it's not just, it's part of our life na eh. Like, yung problem ngayon sa climate justice, nakasalalay na rin po ang buhay natin, ang future natin. So, yes. I guess that's what I want to say.
Yes.
Ikaw, Angel, why is the problem of climate is not a trend?
And ayan, before I answer that, me and Ataza actually promotes climate justice, climate activism. So I'm challenging everyone who's watching this right now to post something like on your story, on your Facebook, on your social media accounts, to actually voice out what you need, voice out what you feel about climate change, and bakit hindi urging to for everyone, for our leaders, bakit this is not something na we should, na requires an immediate action. So I want to hear from you guys, so post on your social media accounts and let me know your thoughts. Okay, before I answer, I'll answer Ataza's question. Why is climate change not a trend? Okay, for me, climate change is not a trend because it is a priority. For us, let us be aware and informed on what's going on in our planet, because I really believe that no matter where you are and what's your standing in the society, climate change will surely destroy you and everything around you. We already know na this is a code red, meaning this is endangering to humanity. Now, why this doesn't urge you to do something? If you think it's just a talk and eventually will just pass by, na this is just, an aesthetic, climate aesthetic, then better think twice. The next time that you want to fight for the planet, I'm afraid na it's already your life na you are fighting for, because your life is already in danger. It is vital because it is not something that will pass by. It is not a trend because might be our end. And
wow! You rhymed. Okay.
Yes, it's from the heart. So, ayun, Ataza, so to lift off the mood, let's kind of like shake off the energy, and let us acknowledge the presence of Miss Angel. Any words,
yes.
Ataza?
Okay, so as we come to the closing, to the end of our episode, we just want to give a shout out to Miss Angel. Thank you so much, Miss, for giving us this opportunity, for seeing our potential. Actually, one of the reasons nga po bakit po namin napag-isipan ni Angel na magbuo ng IR Buddies is to use it as our training ground, and
that's also because of Miss Angel.
Yes, actually po. So,
dahil pinagawa niya tayo, di ba, nung first live natin.
Yes. So episode 3 pa lang, nagkaroon na kami ng opportunity through Miss Angel. So thank you, Miss. And sa mga students na dinala nyo po sa aming live, we also want to shout them out. Hello sa inyo po. Thank you for participating. Thank you for your comments, insightful comments. I'm continually reading, andito po siya sa left side ko. So nakakatuwa, nakaka-overwhelm. Thank you so much, Angel.
Ayan. And I'm very thankful to Miss Angel, as what Ataza have said, and to our audience right now. Yung challenge ko, please do not forget, and please let us, sabi nga ni Ataza kanina, let not be this another symposium na aatenan nyo lang. Let this not just, a talk na pakikinggan nyo lang. Please, this is a calling. This is a calling for everyone. This is urging, and always remember that what we do now what we do now determines our future. By that, I hope that we did our part, and now I'm challenging you guys to do yours.
Thank you so much. And masalama. This is Zarah.
Arigatou gozaimashita, and this is Angel.
We are the IR Buddies.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Until our next episode. Goodbye.
Till our next episode. Bye-bye. I hope you learned something.
Thank you.